He's coming back. I know it. I can still smell his rotten breath. Last year, my cousin and I went to visit our grandmother in a small village, far from the city. The road was rough, the night was dark, and we finally reached her house around midnight. The whole place felt strange that night. Quiet. Too quiet. Even the animals were hiding. My cousin made a joke about ghosts. We both laughed, but deep down, I felt a chill. That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept hearing footsteps outside the house, heavy and slow. I told myself it was just an animal, but then I heard something I'll never forget, scraping, like claws against stone. I peeked out the small window, and there, under the moonlight, I saw him. A man, but not a man. His skin was gray and cracked like dried mud, and his eyes glowed a sickly yellow. He was tall, impossibly tall, like a twisted tree reaching for the stars. I froze, watching as he dragged his fingers along the side of the house. His nails were long and sharp, leaving deep marks in the wall. His head turned suddenly, as if he sensed me watching. I ducked back, heart pounding, but I could still feel his stare. The next morning, I asked my grandmother about him. She went pale, her hands shaking. "That is not a man," she whispered. "That is Oba H, the king of the dead." According to her, he was once a powerful king, greedy and cruel, who made pacts with dark spirits. When he died, his soul was cursed to wander forever, searching for anyone foolish enough to look at him. They say if he catches your gaze, he'll follow you, haunt you, until you can't take it anymore. My cousin laughed it off, saying it was just an old story. But I couldn't shake the feeling that he was real. That night, we both woke up to the sound of scratching on the door. We huddled together, praying he'd go away. I could hear his low, raspy breathing on the other side, whispering words I didn't understand. The next morning, we left the village as fast as we could. But every night since then, I've heard footsteps outside my window. Sometimes, I catch a glimpse of his yellow eyes in my dreams. Or maybe, just outside my window, waiting. I haven't told anyone. I'm afraid they'll say it's all in my head. But I know he's coming. And one day, he'll find me.